Hello everyone, or to Dark Souls 2, it's called the First Sin Edition. In the last episode, we had dealt with my least favorite area of the game, Shrine of Ramana, and killed the Demon of Song, an easy boss. In this episode, we're going to head through the Undead Crypt. Yeah. Cool. We're trying to finish up the majority of the story. If you're wondering, that's what I'm trying to do. Because once you get to the point where you can go to Jungle Lake Castle, the story does become very straightforward, and there's not really any side areas, basically. Here there are 2 Cyan Knights. You really only need to kill one of them. I'm gonna kill 2 of them because I'm an overachiever. And that's it. All I got for you. Stab me. There you go. That's all I can tell you. I'm just an overachiever. Just gonna come in here, kill this guy. And we'll deal with that guy there in a second. He's something special. Forgot I was two-handing my weapon there. I don't know. Heal up again. The area does become a lot easier in a second, just, you know. So this guy actually has 2 shields, if you can tell. And that's what he uses to attack, these 2 shields. His attacks consist of a lot of slamming and whamming. Until the enemy's dead. In that case, it's me. And he drops the Imperialist stuff. I've never actually gotten that. Cool. I never actually knew that he could drop armor. And I'm not even 100% sure he can drop his shields. I think he can, but I'm not 100% sure. With this part, just shoot these guys. And the hexes really don't do all that much damage to you here. If you're doing, I don't know, no-hit run, this would be a lot harder to do, but because you have to dodge them, but because I'm not, yeah. I don't know why they do so much they don't do that much damage, and I don't understand why. Breaking that will make it so that if you get light on fire, you'll actually take a lot more damage because it's oil. It's like how in Bloodborne, in the forest, there are certain places with oil. This is Devotee Scarlet. She is a magic person that you can summon into the area. I've never actually used her. And the Lydia Black Hood, which is the armor that they are wearing, it doesn't have any... Actually, it does. No, it doesn't. It doesn't have any help. The Vengrel thing allows for better, not better, more, I'm bad at talking. Why can't I speak? I don't know. It gives, better vitality, so yeah.
Human, light, and all those who bear it are unwelcome in this place.
So this man doesn't want us to produce light. If we do, him and all his dudes will try to kill me. So just don't produce light. Of course, there is a reward for producing light. There is a secret area over here that will open up, allowing you to, well, produce light. Well, once you produce light, it's a secret area that opens up once you do. But remember, these guys attack you, so just be careful.
I am Ugdane, guardian of the crypt. Countless dead rest here in peace, cradled by the comfort of dark. Light only agitates. We have no need for it here. I am a finito. We weave death and watch over the dead. This task was granted to me by the one who gave us the first death. Countless souls rest here. Some of them from ages long ago. Some were rich, others poor. Some wise, some dull, but now they're all just dead. Did you come for him? The one called Vendrick. You will find him deeper inside. Many council servants and the like have come to fetch their lord. But they rest here now, put to death by the king's own guards. Perhaps he's not in the mood for company. In the past, humans were one with the dark. The former King of Light, he feared humans. Feared that they would usher in an age of dark. How queer you humans. How you go on, never separating truth from fiction. This place is welcome to all, provided due reverence is shown. Death is equitable, accepting. We will all one day be welcomed by her embrace. Tell me what you desire. Show me reverence, and I will lend you my hand.
So this man allows us to get the Ring of Thorns. I guess when someone does damage to you, it does damage to them. That's what I believe that is. He allows us to get dark arrows. A lot of Elizabeth mushrooms. They're the best life gems. They're so good that they're not actually life gems. And he also gives soul spears, one of them, soul vortex, soul appease, and warmth. Yeah. His gesture is have mercy, and he will try to kill you if you produce light / if you bring a torch in here. That's what that is. But that's cool, right? Yeah. So, yeah, there's a lot in this area. There's just a lot. But first things first, if you want an easy bonfire, is actually to come over. Don't light that. Don't do that. Come over here and light this bonfire, and then sit down immediately. If you hit a bell, or you have an enemy hit a bell, many evil enemies will spawn. These evil enemies are definitely something you don't want to be having attacking, to say the least. And there is not an exactly easy way to make it so that doesn't happen. They're very powerful magicians, from what I know. Of course, I might be wrong, but I believe for every time I've played through this area, and I've had one of them oh my god. For every time I've had them being summoned, it's always been a bad time for me because they're just annoying. Watch out, because apparently skeletons can parry you. I didn't know this. There are a lot of items here. Most of them are not all that great. Some of them are pretty good. Like the soul over here that we picked up earlier. By hitting one of the statues, they spawn. But you can break it if you hit it enough. Which I literally just now figured out. And yeah, it's probably best to destroy some of them. Could you even do damage to them? But just to let you know, never let them get a spell off. It is quite bad. Oh no. That's actually not that bad. I'm about to die. Hit him one more time! So, there are only 3 statues in here, and that's it. I'm actually going to sit down at the bonfire again, because, well, I took a lot of damage there. I'd say the best way to go through this area is try to not deal with the statues. The majority of the time, it's just going to end in your death, but, of course, that's not horrible. You can just come back, and that's what I'm going to do. Now, I'm actually just going to come back. There is an invader. And there's also a ghost guy right here. And, yeah, there are a lot of enemies. So we've actually seen this person before entering, like, castle, as no. And again, they're going to be quite easy, because they only have a dagger. Just going to shoot the skeleton. Mine as well. And, you know, they're hopefully not gonna kill me, because I don't want to die. Alright, I'm just gonna shoot you then too. Blop. Okay. Or you're gonna do that. That's cool. There we go. Put on one of these, I guess. Yeah. So, there's this guy. Just kill him. Walk past him and kill him. That's how you fight that guy. That's it. Open this chest. It's not a mimic or anything. And you get an Avalon, very nice crossbow. It's a crossbow that actually shoots 3 bolts at once. It's pretty cool. Yeah. It shoots 3 times with one shot. And it's good. So, yeah. That's kind of it. So now we're going to head through this little hallway. And there are a few ghosts to the side. There's this guy. There's one right to the right. No, there are 2 of them, actually. Just, I might as well shoot them. Because you know, why not? I'm not going to take more damage than I have to. And yeah, these ghost guys are pretty easy in general. But the main problem comes when you want to fight these guys. So these guys, as you know, are big old shield guys. And, well, if you want to get through this part without having to deal with them, it's actually quite easy. Hit both of them, and then walk away. Have them both chase you. Then just kind of dodge. That's how you do it. You just dodge right through them, and there you go. Now that we're in this room, just take a detour over here, pick this item up, and continue on your way. Then we'll run all the way to the left here, without letting without letting that other guy hit the bell. Run over here and turn this. Once you turn this, it's a shortcut to the first part of this area. So, good job. And there you go. That's basically it. And that's, like, I'm not even lying, that's how you get past this part of the game. It's quite easy, and there are a lot of areas where you can get items, but there are also a few you don't really need to, so, yeah. There is an item over here, you wouldn't be able to see it, because it's in dark, but open it up and get a magic stone and a dark knight stone. One of them puts magic on your weapon, the other one puts dark on your weapon. And then you get here. Under these stairs, there is a bell. And I'm telling you this now, don't mess with it. Your best shot is to run all the way to the side like this. And have, well, these guys see you. Once they do, run to this fog gate and pray you don't get hit. With that, one of the coolest bosses arrives. Velstadt, the Royal Aegis. One of the coolest bosses, I believe. Velstadt has a bell. He likes bells. And that's it. You're welcome. So, yeah. I'm not great at this fight. Sometimes. I don't think it's necessarily hard, but also knowing that from every Let's Play, when I think something is easy, it's going to be hard, and when I think something's hard, it's going to be easy. So, yeah. Velstadt is one of those weird bosses. He himself is very cool looking and is very strong, however he's quite fast. Which is kind of weird, because when you have very heavy weaponry, you're not very fast. He also, in his second phase, likes to bring out some magic. Not very great magic, but it's hexes, nonetheless. He is very bad with it, to say the least. He, let's just say, doesn't exactly know how to use this magic, but, you know, it gives him some time to buff. And, yeah. He has a lot of charges and a lot of swings, as most people with maces do. And for this first part, he's really easy. I think. Every time he does that, make sure you don't get hit by it. And he does this, walk away, and just put on one of these bad boys. Watch out for that charge attack, though, because it will do a lot more damage than you might think. Yeah. The fight is relatively easy. And then comes phase 2. This part of the fight, he just likes to sit down and... really, this is just him getting stronger. If you're wondering what happens, it's literally... he just buffed himself, that's all. And in the fight now, if he wants to, he can use magic. He also takes a little less damage, but that doesn't really matter all that much, I don't think. Mr. Velstadt, really doesn't change all that much. He does do a little bit more damage, but really doesn't change. Be careful for that slam, he can really get you with it, and it's not good. Yeah, no, this... is that a slam? No, that's a poke! Just make sure you're being careful during this fight, because you don't want to, you know, of course, you don't want to get hit. And, oh, I forgot I can do that. No! Alright, I'm actually going to switch out a weapon here. I'm going to actually use the Black Knight Halberd. He... like I said, I think he's easy, but the fact that I think he's easy, I'm going to die a lot more on him. You also have to remember... I'm just bad. I'm just bad at this game. Also, this weapon, the Keys of the Embedded, which we got for killing Demon in the Song, is actually really good. But once, funny enough, once you beat the game, it's gone. And once you actually use it as the key, which is what it's supposed to be used for, it actually disappears from the inventory. So, yeah. I'll just put on the... nah. Let's put on the Drang Leg stuff. The Vengrel stuff is good. It's just... it just, you know, takes a little bit more. If you're wondering, most weapons in this game, basically all of them, you can actually put a resin on. Unlike Dark Souls 3, where you can only put resins on normal weapons. And then, even sometimes not at all. Yeah, but you could put resins on boss weapons in this one. I'd never talked about it, but, you know, there wasn't ever a real reason to. And if you're wondering, yes, that's a Dragon Slayer. Yes, the Dragon Slayer is here, which again is kind of weird. Another, yeah. Wow, I was not expecting you to do another one. Just gonna heal, I guess. That's you take forever to do your attack sometimes. Whoa. Whoa. You'll know when he does a second one, when he grabs. Like, sometimes, if he does the one-handed swing, you'll know when he does it. You'll know when he wants to do a second attack and he grabs the thing. I'm, like, really missing him right now. Like, not missing, like, oh, I miss you, babe. No, I mean, like, I'm just not hitting him. There we go. I mean, yeah, this weapon does a lot of damage. There is just no... There's nothing against that. It doesn't do enough damage. I think you can actually stagger him out of this. I might be wrong, but... it might be possible. He's relatively tall, too, which makes this fight even... Oh, this is when he's gonna start doing hexes. So his hex move is that. If you just stand right in front of him, he can't actually hit you, which is, I think, hilarious. So, yeah. Oh, he's doing another one. Yeah, just stand right in front of him, and his hexes do move kind of slow, too, so you can just dodge them really easily. I feel like I should have been hit there. I know when I feel like I should have been hit. That was one of those moments. The worst feeling is when you have to, like, scratch an eyebrow when you're fighting a boss in Dark Souls, or any of the Dark Souls games. Because when you're trying to, like, fight a boss, you always have to, like, you get, like, those nervous itches. And he's dead. With that, Velstadt is down, and, well, we've made our one-way ticket to the main man himself. Of this, of course, if those guys don't follow me. Okay, we're good. We've made it to the main man himself. Vendrick. The old king has been hallowed. To wander, he's hallowed and alone. His fate is now to wander this one area for all eternity until, well, he dies. As you can see, his life has become nothing more but a failed king. While Queen Lysandra sits on her throne. Velstadt, being the royal guard of him, understands that he had to die for Vendrick to be freed. But we'll come back to this area. We pick the king's rings up and we examine his armor. Alas, nothing happens. We'll be coming back here very soon. But this man's been through a lot. Cut him some slack. Why don't you pick up the king's ring from his armor? The Emerald Herald will spawn here, ready for you to talk to.
This ring is the symbol of the king. Use it to gain passage through the king's gate and venture to the far east. Bearer of the curse. If you are to be the next monarch, then one day you will walk those grounds without really knowing why.
And with that, speaking of the King's Ring, the item that we needed to continue throughout the game, it will allow us to open certain gates around the world. We've actually seen these gates multiple times. Funny enough, we've killed most Cyan Knights that bear them. Yeah, come on, Cyan Knight. I'd rather kill you than your friends for right now. Rather kill you than Big Boy. Are you just... I'll take a Green Blossom, why not? So, like, Mr. Dragon Rider has a lot of health. But he guards some pretty sweet items. And the best way to fight him, I think, is to, well, put on this on. Get a bow, right? This is, I'm just making this all up. I've never actually fought him like this, but it worked. I'm gonna switch this back to this weapon, because I can actually wield this normally. Go to poison arrows, and bada boom, bada bing. Let's poison him to death. For some reason, he just doesn't care. And now he's gonna get poisoned. To death, maybe not, but definitely poisoned. These enemies remind me of Dark Lurker. That's a boss later on that we'll be fighting. That's optional, completely optional, and is probably, this is one of the hardest bosses to get to. I mean that honestly too. It's annoying to try to get to him. I just want to get these 4 chests. Alright, Dragon Slayer here, once he's dead, Dragon Rider, not Dragon Slayer, once he's dead, allows us to open these chests, which I haven't opened in a long time. And yeah, 4 torches? That's like 20 minutes of torch. Fragment. This is where you get another fragment from Shooter. I didn't actually know that. I'm trying to not make those guys aggro on me. It looks like I've done it anyways, but I just didn't want that to happen. I don't know why this one's moving around. I don't know why. Either way, just pick this up and we'll just branch out of here. And with Velset, there's a lot of things that we can do now. And I'm actually going to show you most of them. And Darkness Stone. Alright, we're going to use a bone to bone out, because sometimes you just want a bone, and we're gonna get out of here. So there are a few things now that we can do. A, we could actually get his armor. We go to Majula, so that A, we can level up, and B, so we can actually go to the armorer and get his armor. This armor is not very important. It doesn't do anything except it does one special thing, which you'll see later on when we actually do a DLC, because it's lore. It has a lot of lore stuff with it, and it makes this one boss do something weird. So, yeah.
You need up?
So once you go Vashtat, you can come over here and pick his armor up. It's pretty cool. His armor is really bad against miracles, because it's endowed with miracles. But it's good armor. Like, it's up there. Most boss armors are really good. But it weighs a ton, so yeah. I'm gonna pick up the helmet though. Actually, yeah, the helmet. Nah, why not? I'm gonna pick the old tire setup. The thing is, with these sets of armors, I might as well pick them up. There's not... my souls don't really do much for me now, and I'm leveled up to a real good point. Is it heavier? It is heavier. But it's better. Thought I picked... I did. It's back here. Velochet's armor is way better than what I got on now. Like, it's really good. And, yeah, no, we look like Velochet. Look at that. Cool. So, I kind of like it. I like his armor. I think I'm going to stick with this. I might switch this out. Might use this. Yeah, I'll go with this for now. Because then I can just roll. I'll put some stats into Vitality real quick. Just so, you know, makes my life easier later on. I was wrong with the stats yesterday. I just realized that. Yeah, so now I bet if I wanted to wear the helmet... yeah, I can wear this helmet with pride. Look at me. Look at this guy. At least you were wearing the smelter stuff. Alright, so now we're going to actually head down to Straight. I'm not sure if Straight's the guy that gives us this thing, but it's either him or Ornifex. And I don't really care. I'm just going to go to both of them. But he gives a weapon, as you probably know. And, yeah. You can do a whole Velochet cosplay. It's pretty sick. Hey, Straight, what's up? I keep going to do that. So, he does not sell this. But, he does give a spell. Well, it's a miracle. But his miracle is Sacred Oath. The Sacred Oath spell allows for more attack and defense, and it allows you to help your allies as well that you summon in. Yeah, no, it's really good. But, you know, personally, I don't really need it. I mean, I might get it, just because, but you need 4 slots for it, and that's a bit over sells. But, yeah, Velochet not only gives his weapon, which, of course, you know, with all bosses, they do. Most of them. I mean, I want to be able to use Last Giant's left arm, but I'm not complaining. That should have been his weapon rather than the stupid axe that he gives. I'm not going to be able to use this armor with the Black Knight Halberd stuff. I mean, that's fine. It's just like... and what? I thought you were dead. Actually... alright. Put the fire arrows back on. I've never seen you move. For people who don't know, if you actually kill an enemy about 15 times in this game, it's either 15 or 12. They will actually disappear until New Game Plus, or you have a certain covenant on that is the champions one. The one that you can get at Majula real early. Right, them. Yeah, you can actually get them to respawn every time, but they'll have more health and all that jazz. But if you don't have that on, enemies will die permanently after 15 or 12 times killing them. Which means if you go through this area enough times, you'll, well, inevitably, well, never have to fight any more enemies. But either way, we can get Velochet's hammer, and it has dark on it, as makes sense as he has he did dark damage, and he does a special strong attack, which I actually don't know what it is. So yeah. One day I've never gotten most of these weapons because I never thought I needed to. But sometimes I just want to look at them, sometimes just like have them.
Come again.
Alright, so with that, the crypt's done. And we have this thing called the King's Ring. So yeah. So we've actually been to an area before. Actually, we've been to multiple areas before where the King's Ring is something that is important. We've seen it 3 times, but I've only acknowledged it twice. The first time we saw it was actually in the Forest of Fallen Giants. And yeah. If you remember on episode I think it was 4, we came over here to this area. We opened that door to A, get the ring that heals me, and B, to come over here. We killed a Cyan Knight that stood right here, and we got a few items like the Great Lance. We come over here and they produce the symbol of the king. Well, we have an item called the King's Ring now, so we can actually do that. Once you wear the ring on, once you put the ring on and come to the door, it will open up automatically, so you don't need to do anything to it. And once this door opens, you really never need to open it again unless you're doing a no bonfire run. Because you can light this up pretty easily. Alas, there isn't much up here for us. And if we come over here, alas, nothing happens. So, yeah. We're going to jump down real quick so I pick this item up. And there's nothing in here, if you were wondering. Pick this item up. Let's do it. Ooh, Fragmentary York. That's awesome. Because I can actually start doing, stuff that we didn't before, little areas, side areas and stuff, like the one right before No Man's Wharf we can do now, which is awesome. So, yeah. But this is it for this little area. Because, yeah, And we can't really do much there for now. Of course, we'll be coming back and it's going to be more important, but for now we can't do much. And yeah. So, yeah. Now let's head off to the normal forest. Back into the 3-way route. We went down 2 of the ways and we've explored 2 of them. One of them led us to the forest area. The forest area that we fought in Najaka. The other one led us down to Drenglai Castle. Well, we never fully went down the middle one, even though we died when I tried to show it off to you. There was a king's door up here, as well as an ogre. That is like an onion. We run all the way over here and dodge the ogre. The ogre! Right, we run over here. Right over here, we saw that there was a Cyan Knight before. Well, there's no longer a Cyan Knight here, but there's definitely something. By the way, once we go into this area, one quest will be failed. The quest of Lucatail. You can actually fail her quest by coming into this area before talking to her and beating 4 bosses with her. She doesn't quite like that about... Yeah, so yeah, she will basically be dead forever. Don't fret, though, because you actually have to talk to her in all 4 places first, and I've only talked to her in 3. So, yeah. And you come over here, we're just going to pick these items up because they're outside. And yeah, you can actually kill these cursed monkeys, whatever they are. I'm not 100% sure what they are. But they will give you petrification, and that sucks. You can kill these guys pretty easily. Yeah, that's kind of it. You can one-shot them if you level your bow up high enough. Ooh, more stuff. pick this item up, a learning skull. They actually can drop a Black Knight halberd. I know it's crazy, but they can actually drop a Black Knight halberd. This is just a heads up. This is a mimic. Do not be near it when you hit it. It will try to eat you alive. And even if you stand behind it, it will still try to eat you alive. Your best bet is to be real careful with it. And once he's dead, it gives you a malformed skull and the dark mask. The malformed skull is a weapon, as you could tell, and it's not that bad actually. It's pretty good. It's that. And you might think, oh, that's kind of disgusting. There can't be another weapon like this. There is. It's called the malformed shell. Yeah, no, it doesn't get much better. But this does bleeding, and it actually is pretty powerful. And apparently it's the skull of a dragon, possibly, of course. And they also gave us the dark mask, which is this thing. We actually have the dark leggings, I think. Yeah, we have the dark leggings. So if we get the dark chest and dark gloves, they're bada boom, bada bing. If you're wondering where this area is, it's actually Aldia's Keep. I didn't say anything about it, but this is Aldia's Keep. So yeah. And then there is one other area that we can head to that is, well, a little bit. We could actually do something in. Well, we could do something in the area that we're in now. That's actually the next area that we need to head to, but you know, we're not doing that this episode. But this is gonna happen one day. So before you go to try to open this door, this guy's alive. So just be careful of that. And none of the other ones are alive though. But this will open up, and I'm not gonna lie, we're not going through this door quite yet. That door leads to the area called Throne of Want, and it's a throne. It leads to actually a boss, and that's fun and all, but we're not fighting a boss now. We're gonna do that in a different episode, probably one where there won't be a boss, but just a lot of exploration. I don't know. Either way, you know that there'll be stats in the episode. This is for me to see the stats. But I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to Chris' channel. You know the deal when we end these episodes. Stats, that kind of stuff. Statistics. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoy. Do not forget to leave a like and subscribe to Chris' channel. In the next episode, we'll be dealing with Aldia's Keep and getting to that area. I'll see you guys then. Peace.